So welcome to the Quantum Health Infinite Wealth team meeting. We are supposed to be having a webinar right now, but we actually went on holiday last week finally and didn't get it put together. So I definitely am going to need to get with our inner circle to get those roundtable webinars scheduled back going and on, because they've been amazing and I'm excited to continue that process. So I actually don't, for once, have a lot of stuff to talk about, which I'm not sure why. I guess, is everything running smoothly in Healy? I don't think it is, but I do want to I did a live stream in the team group earlier this week. And if you haven't watched that, please go watch it, because I touched on, quite a lot of things, but I do want to just briefly talk about, and then I'm sure Sean has some stuff he wants to share as well, and maybe even on these topics. But I want to talk a little bit about team morale, and I want to talk a little bit about sort of what your actions should be if you're having challenges and if you're having frustrations, like how those things can best get handled. We just came off a global promotion. I don't even know the final sales numbers. Maybe Kelly does. She's better at tracking those kind of details. But there, I know that we did $20 million in a few days during that global promotion. There were, hold on, I'm getting internet instability. Give me. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. So there were a lot of devices sold, and the promotion was very, very successful. We're still in the throes of COVID-19 affecting this planet. And so especially, for our Australian team members, there's just not a lot of planes flying into Australia right now. And so there are challenges in getting devices. There are delays. There are pretty significant delays for our European team members. And now, because so many devices were sold in the United States, there's delays in the United States. So there's, we'll talk again about managing expectations. When you are signing up new people to this company, it's really important that you let them know that Healy is a startup, that it is having the challenges that all startups are having, especially startups that are hugely successful out the gate. And, every market that we've launched into with Healy, they have sold more devices than they've been able to project selling. Healy has taken the world by storm, and that's a very good thing. And it also can be a very challenging thing, because people aren't being told to manage their expectations. They aren't being told that they should expect 4 to 8 weeks wait time. People are upgrading devices and waiting that same amount of time. So there's a lot of challenges happening right now. And for any of you that are new to the team that came in, if you weren't told about these on the front end, I really apologize about that, but this is really the reality of where we are with Healy right now. I can tell you that since we joined in the end of April, the company has made significant changes and things have gotten so much better, and it continues to improve on an upward trajectory. But there are still challenges. There are challenges with, and a lot of the company's challenges, it's not that we can't, we're producing enough devices to manage all of the orders. It literally is. It is so difficult to get cargo planes to ship from the warehouses in Europe to the places the other distribution centers that they need to go, Singapore, the other European destinations, and to the United States. So things have eased up a little bit in the United States. There's more planes coming into the United States now. But there's just challenges. The company wasn't able to hire the way it wanted to hire as far as customer service went, because people couldn't come to work. And so while a lot of that stuff is easing the company's still dealing with a lot of challenges. And so I think it's just important to remember sort of the state of the world right now, as we are dealing with some of the challenges that are happening inside the organization. Now, having said that, you know, I know that there was a huge issue. There's been a huge issue with the apps over the last couple of weeks. I talked about this in my video that I did inside the group. I actually have had very little problems with my app, but it has been glitching out. But I don't, like, energetically, I'm not attached to it glitching out. Like, it was funny because yesterday after the app update happened, I updated the app and then my app wasn't working. So I was like, it was working prior to the fix. And then I went to use it and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh, well, but literally this was my reaction. I went, my Analyze app isn't working. Well, I'm just going to go run Breath of Life, and then I'm going to run Being. I'm going to run a Gold Cycle program because I know how beneficial those programs are. And so my 2 programs that I ran yesterday, I just chose those programs with my intuition rather than asking Healy. And so this is the part where we have to take self-responsibility and we have to have self-accountability. These are our businesses. These are our, you know, it's an incredible, incredible product. And we get to choose energetically how we engage with the challenges and the issues that we're having. And for me, I choose not to get upset when my app doesn't work. I choose not to get upset and frustrated when I have to close out of my app or turn on and off my Bluetooth. At this point, I think like it's second nature to me. Like if it doesn't work, I close it out. If I open it again and it doesn't work, I go turn my Bluetooth off, and then I turn my Bluetooth back on, and then I hard reset my Healy. And I probably do that every day. I just don't notice it at this point because it's not that big of a deal, because the benefits way outweigh whatever those little glitchy things are that I have to deal with getting my Healy to work. And probably because I use my Healy so much, I don't get frustrated about it as much. So if you're having an issue and your app is glitching out, go run a Gold Cycle program, because the one thing that we know is the Pink app is working just fine. So, and you may have to scan your Healy. I mean, about 2 or 3 times a week in my Pink app, I have to scan my Healy again. It's not that big of a deal, you guys. Yeah. But those Gold Cycle programs, they are the foundation of the Healy programs. And I think a lot of people think because they're in all of the devices that they're lesser programs somehow, and they are actually the most powerful programs in Healy. And within that set of 7 Gold Cycle programs, all of the frequencies are represented there. So you can never go wrong choosing a Gold Cycle program to run. Nuno Nina and Marcus Schmicke. Marcus only really is running, Marcus says he runs a Gold Cycle program every single day, and that's basically what he runs. And Nuno Nina also says, who is the creator of those Gold Cycle frequency programs, says, like, that's really all you need to run. Like the goal, if you ran a Gold Cycle program every single day, you're getting the frequency upgrades that you need. So, and that's not to say don't buy the resonance, because it's incredible and I don't know why you wouldn't. But during these challenges, go run Being. If you're feeling like you need to detox a little bit, run Pure. If you need energy, energy is like an incredible program. And if you don't know what program to run, run Being. Like Being is so universal. I was telling a story the other night. I did I've been working really late nights and I was really tired the other day. I had a 14-hour day and I'd had a 12-hour day and I had to go into 2 hours of program calls. And it was a masterclass actually, which maybe many of you were on. It was for the My Healy Challenge. Did that masterclass. I was really tired. And so I sat down and I was like, went to run energy, and I was going to run energy. And literally like my intuition was like, no, you need to run Being. And it was like, you need to run Being because of what this container is going to be. And then you also like, that's what's best for you. And if you're in the Healy Telegram group that Krista facilitates, which is all about health things, Krista talks about in there that you oftentimes will get more energy from the Being program because you need to calm and relax your central nervous system in order to have energy. So I ran that program, and literally I was so tired at the start of that masterclass, and 15 minutes into that masterclass, I was completely energized. So if you don't know what program to run, run Being. If your Healy's not working and you don't know what program to run, run Being. And Being is the program that we ran on the boat with the dolphins.
Yep.
So it's just overall, it's an incredible frequency program. So I want to talk a little bit about, because I'm seeing a lot of negativity in the team discussion thread on the Facebook group. And I understand that there's frustrations. Like, I really get that. Trust me, like, we have our moments too where we're frustrated. But what that doesn't help is new members who are coming into Healy to open that team Facebook group and just be bombarded with negativity. So what I would really ask of you is, if you have frustrations, that you go to your sponsor. Now, I realize that many of you had a sponsor who signed up and 2 days later signed you up, and sometimes it can feel a bit like the blind leading the blind. So what we want to present to you, we've put in a new group of women into the team. They're called the Quantum Leap team, and they are posting and commenting and engaging inside the group. And they're really here to help as well. But if you're feeling orphaned, if you're feeling like you don't have the support that you need from your sponsor, please email Laura. Laura, wave your hand so everyone knows who you are. Please email Laura at laura@theleahsteele.com and explain whatever the challenge is that you're having with your upline. What we'd really love to do for you is, you know, if you and your sponsor, for maybe you have a personality conflict, because sometimes that happens too, right? We want to connect you with your next upline leader. This team is so committed to being high vibrational, to elevating the collective consciousness of the planet, to helping out the members of this team. I know that there is someone in your upline that would be more than happy to help you. And so what we really want to do is get you and your sponsor, if possible, but if that's not possible, get you connected into your next upline leader. We want you to have support. And so when there's a challenge, or when there's a frustration, or when there's a question, like, we really encourage you to go to your upline leader or to your sponsor. Ask them what's going on. Ask them if how they can help you. And if they can't help you, then they should go to their next upline leader, or they can message Laura, and we can try to sort for you how to help you, or we'll know a place where we can direct you, or we can say, hey, this is what's going on. We know it's in the process of being fixed. But it doesn't really serve anyone to just be posting in the chat, because literally all that's happening is people are coming in and reading that, and you're not getting the answers, you're not getting the response, you're not getting the, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not getting any, like, it's not getting fixed. Like, it's just,
not getting solutions.
Yeah, you're not getting solutions. You're not getting, like, it's not getting resolved. Yeah. It's just sitting there in a thread for everyone to come and see what's going wrong. And there's a lot of stuff that can be helped that's user error stuff, honestly. Like, we find a lot of issues that people are having is user error. And I have issues sometimes where I'm like, you know, I'll end up going to Pete or something, and I'll be like, oh, this is happening. And he's just like, well, you need to do this thing. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then it works. So we really, yeah, you know, it's, and this isn't to like do a brush over and be like, just pretend like everything's fine. That's not what we're saying at all. We understand that there's challenges. We just want those challenges to be directed to the right place, so that, one, you can get a resolution. That was the word I was looking for, resolution. You can get a resolution. And also that we can keep team morale up while we're having these challenging times. Because I promise you this, a year from now, when all of this stuff is sorted out, we're going to be looking back on this and be like, do you remember what a shit show this was for a few months? And we're going to be laughing, right? Because everything's going to be running so smoothly. And the new people that are coming into Healy, we're going to be like, they're going to be getting their devices in like 4 days. And Kelly's going to be like, oh yeah, well, I waited 3 months for mine. So, but those new people and those people that are coming in when everything is smooth, they don't have the financial opportunity that we have right now. They don't have the opportunity to create a amazing stream of revenue for themselves the way that we do. They don't have the real estate that we have in the organization. And so it's really, you know, these are the trade-offs that we make right now. So, yeah, and I think if we all do our part to keep morale up, and when we're frustrated, we vent to the appropriate people instead of publicly, it's gonna do a lot for raising the vibration of the container. And, you know, I know a lot of the ladies are saying like, there is definitely this thing where it's like, when the app's not working and you're frustrated, it's not gonna work. Like we're literally dealing, I don't have my Healy here, but we're literally dealing with a device that interacts with your information field and with the quantum field. And if our energy is frustrated and the energy that we're putting out is this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work, it's not gonna work. So in fact, it's super funny because I will often, if I'm really having frustration with the app, or I'm really having frustration with something in Healy, I'll just run release. I'll just go into the pink app and I'll be like, all right, I'm just running release, like release whatever this is that's causing the frustration. And it works every time. Like release is such an incredible, another gold cycle program, release. If you're having any kind of pain and you're not able to use your Healy analyze pain programs, or you're not able to use you're not able to see what you need to run for pain, release is an amazing program. It's what actually got us to sign up for Healy when my back went out. That's the program that I ran, gold cycle program, release. So yeah, I mean, that is just kind of where I am. It's like, it makes me feel sad when I go into the team group and I'm seeing just people super frustrated, and that's all that's really in there, and nobody's celebrating wins and nobody's celebrating. I mean, I know that there are, you know, maybe even hundreds of you that had an incredible global promotion, but I'm not seeing anything posted in there about that. I'm just seeing the frustration. So I would love for us to be sharing more wins in there. And it isn't to bypass the frustrations, because I understand that we have them, and I trust me, I get it. And, you know, being in the leadership team of Healy, we're dealing with frustrations on a whole other level. So we get it, like, trust us, we get it. But it is our energy and our, you know, maybe Sean could talk a little bit about our attitude and our effort and how that helps us in our business. But it is, we have control over our experience and over the experience that we're having inside this company, inside our lives, in each moment of every day. So I want to empower each and every one of you to make those choices, to have positive energy and create a positive contribution to this team. And if you have challenges, we definitely want to support you. So if you can maybe use some of the resources that we're providing, that would be great. And if you're not connected into the team Telegram channel, please get connected there. And if you're having an issue or you're having a challenge, go into that Telegram channel, use the search feature and type in the issue that you're having and see if we've already answered it, or if there's already a solution that's come up for it. So there was an app update. The biggest issue I know that's been happening as of late is that there was some app glitches. I understand it has resolved for some people. I haven't ran my Healy today, so I'm not sure if mine has resolved itself. But I think a lot of people were reporting that there was a solution there with the app update. So.
Well, I'd like to share, you know, on all of this, and anyone who knows when I say something or come in, it's usually more foundational or structural, or a foundation on which to build your life upon. And First, to give you some insight, and I'm guessing that everybody goes through this, but all I can speak about is my own personal experience. But there's these almost two people inside my head, right? There's like my true will and what I really want to get out of life and how I want to live my life. And then there's this jury that I guess is like the programs from being a little kid, this, you should be doing this, and this is how you should be acting, and this type of thing. I'm going to give this little example. This last weekend, and any of you that follow us on Facebook, you'll see we went to this 3-day sort of retreat / concert with Michael Franti. So we were able to experience live music and people hanging out, and just this really incredible experience, an incredible weekend. And on the second night, a bunch of us, we sat around a campfire. There was a drum circle. There was all this stuff. And there's this part of me that's just the jury in my head that says, I don't want to go out and say to people, man, 2020, the year 2020 has been the best year of my life. Like, I feel like if I say that to people, that they're going to feel like I need to be careful that I don't rub that in, that you know, there's all these people suffering and struggling, and how dare I say that 2020 has been the best year of my life, when like all these people are like, this is the worst year of my life. This is the worst time in the history of my life. And I had, I guess, the courage to just express it in this group of people, that I was like, I'm feeling guilty about that 2020 is the best year of my life so far. And one after another person was like, me too, me too, me too. And next thing I knew, there were like 7 of us that were sitting around going, holy crap, we're all experiencing it. We were all at this thing. And I posted some pictures on Instagram and some things like that. And a lot of people sent me things. I have to admit, I'm jealous, but I'm really glad that you're showing us that you can thrive in 2020 when all the shit's going down. And here's the important piece. Here's the key. Of all these people, there were 7 of us that were talking about how 2020 is the best year of our lives. All of us, every single one of us, had gone through something majorly traumatic in our lives, where the worst time of our life took place somewhere between around 2016 to 2018. That every single person who was sitting there going, this is the best time in my life, all could go back and say something horrible happened between 2016 2018 in my life. And it was the way that they responded to the challenge, where they went, what is my true will? What is it that I really want? And made decisions based on that image of what they wanted to look like. And that's when they started doing the work that led to this experience of, while the majority of the world is complaining and saying this is the worst year ever, that this particular group of people is going, this is the best year ever. The gold mine and the diamond mine is always in the shithole. It's always in what sucks. When you hear that sucks, that's where the opportunity is. That's where the gold mine is. It's always in the shit. It's in the muck and the mire and the challenges. And all you really have in this world is your awareness. It really is it. Everything else is changing and is fluid and liquid and lucid and moving, and it won't be the same. The person you are right now, you know, your body and your thoughts and your experiences is going to be different in 2 seconds and in 10 minutes and whatever. But the one thing that's always constant is your awareness and where you put that, the focus. So while, yeah, we encourage you, find somebody. If you want to bitch about something and you need somebody to listen and you've got to vent, that's part of the process. Find somebody you trust, find, you know, your upline person, come to me, send me a message. Go ahead and vent. But the purpose of that venting is just to establish what is the challenge. It's to get to the point of telling the truth. What has happened? What is the current state of the union the current state of affairs, the current state of what is happening right now, what has happened right now. And as soon as you've established that, then putting the awareness on, so how do I solve this? What can I do to add value to this? What can I do to serve the community, or to serve my life, to serve the vision that I have of my destination, of my desired destination, of my intention and desired outcome of the situation. And keeping the focus there. And again, going back to this cliche, there's never a lack of resources, only a lack of resourcefulness. So how can I get more resourceful? What can I do? How can I serve? And this is the exact same mindset that when you are building relationships with people in your life, when you're looking for their pain point, you're looking for what sucks. This is how you'll build a huge Healy business, because Healy serves like a million of the struggles that people go through. So when you're developing relationships, or when you're in any conversation, whether it's with the waiter at the cafe, or your grandma, or your best friend, or somebody you just met through Facebook, or somebody in a shared group that you're in, or whatever, when you're listening for those pain points, and then you're able to offer a solution. Hey, I've been using this thing Healy. That it's in there. In looking for what's the pain point, establishing what's the challenge, and then training the focus on solutions and taking action over and over and over, consistently working toward how to solve the problem. That's the key to success in everything. I mean, in everything. So I hope that adds value, but I promise you, whatever challenges you're going through right now, the way you react to that now will have the result where 2 years from now you're sitting there, either 2022 sucks still, or 2022 is the best year of my life, based on how you react to the traumatic and horrible challenges, and any challenge. How you react to the challenge today is what results in it's what creates your results in the next now. So
word. So let's talk about some exciting things. I think, I really felt like we needed to talk about some of this stuff because it's been a little meh. But we have some exciting things happening too. So I definitely want to talk about those. Lots of people on the team have already qualified for Germany in March, which is amazing and incredible. And we want as many people from this team as possible to join us in Munich. It's going to just be
fun.
Yes, it will be so much fun. I promise you it will be so much fun. But I'm literally so looking forward to this. We are planning some really, really incredible events for this team, for our VIPs, for just in general. It's going to be an amazing time. And there's something that I want to tell you so bad that I can't tell you, but the most incredible speaker is going to be at Munich. And literally, you do not want to miss this person. You want to do whatever you need to do to get to Munich, to be able to be in the audience and listening to this person, because it is going to be next level. And I can't tell you what it is, but I haven't even told Sean, but I will tell him when we get off this live stream. But you guys, it's going to be such a good time. So do what you need to do to qualify. Team leaders, please help your people qualify. We're about to get on a call with our directly enrolled right after this. And it really is going to be, I want all of our directly enrolled qualified for Munich. Yeah. I want to see all of our directly enrolled in Munich. And so we're going to start putting some strategies around how to make that happen. The company has made it ridiculously easy to qualify. I mean, everyone I know in network marketing that has looked at this qualification package has been like, how are they doing this? Like, it's so easy to qualify. It's so easy to qualify and bring your significant other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like the packages are really incredible. So team leaders, please do what you can to get your people qualified. We want as many Quantum Health Infinite Wealth people there as possible. We're going to have t-shirts for our team. It's going to be amazing. Maybe some other amazing swag for everyone on our team that actually ends up making it over there to meet us. We want to meet you in person.
Oh, for sure.
So we're super excited about convention, but we have a convention coming up next month. So
Virtual.
we have a virtual 3-day convention. They're doing 3 days, just so everyone's aware, to account for all the time zones. So the USA will have like USA time zone 1 day, or I shouldn't say USA, that part of the world, America's 1 time zone, Europeans 1 time zone, and then Asia will have, so each area will have a day. So it'll be the same content. So you won't actually have to attend all 3 days. You'll just attend 1 day based on where you are in the world. This is really exciting, and you're going to want to clear your schedule and be on the call that day, because they are announcing some incredible products. Like
more opportunity to make money.
Yeah. So
thrive.
Subscriptions, which is going to be great for all of our businesses, because that is really our recurring revenue, right? So yeah, so we're excited about that. But there are also some new products that are coming out that are going to blow your mind. Yeah. We're really lucky because Taryn is on the product development board. And so we get to know all of the, I even just found out about, I don't know if you were there or not, but I even just found out about the stuff that's being launched in March that is like even more mind blowing than what's being launched in October. So there are, you guys, really next level research and development and product development has been working their heinies off, and they are coming out with some like super, super tech, incredible products. And the subscriptions, I know we're all excited about. I'm super excited. I'm really excited about the weight loss subscriptions. I'm really excited about the anti-aging products. There's a whole new line of pet frequency coming out. So that's really cool. And a series of frequency for the brain, which is also, I think, I'm really excited. I mean, it's just all going to be incredible. So you're going to definitely want to attend the convention. Leading up to the convention, the larger team that right now is called Quantum Evolution, but will be shortly changing to Evolve. Quantum Evolution is evolving into Evolve. There is a summit that we're hosting in the Evolve group. So if you're not connected into that Quantum Evolution group right now, definitely get connected in there. On October 10th, from the 10th and up until the convention, there's going to be a 2-week summit. And this summit is going to be filled with incredible speakers, heaps and heaps of content. We'll be doing some really incredible webinars, but it's going to be a place where you can come in and get really excited about Healy, but also where you can direct your prospects to get really excited about Healy, to see what we're all about. Laura just dropped the link for the Quantum Evolution group there. So definitely, if you haven't joined that, make sure that you join it. Yeah, there's just going to be, Sarah and Laura have actually been coordinating that, and there's some incredible speakers that are going to be joining. But it's going to be a really fun 2 weeks. So we really want to see you in there for the summit leading up to the convention. And then, you know, definitely want to see you at the convention, the virtual convention as well. So we did the hashtag #MyHealy challenge. And I gave away a masterclass called Selling from Soul for that challenge. That masterclass, I think, is the best masterclass I've ever done. Like, I got off that, Laura's shaking her head. Laura's been on all my masterclasses. I got off of that masterclass and I was like, that was the best masterclass I've ever done. And what made it really incredible was that I talked and riffed on selling from soul and alignment and how I got to this place where I'm able to do that. But then I had everyone put questions in, like, what are the things that you actually really want to hear me talk about? And then I ended up bringing on a bunch of people that were on the masterclass, and we had this open dialogue and this open discussion. And the questions, you guys, were so incredible. And to be able to just answer those questions and riff on those questions it was so good. There was so much gold. I literally I was so pumped after that live stream. I couldn't fall asleep or after that masterclass, couldn't fall asleep. I was like messaging all my people, like, get this video downloaded, get snippets done. We need to share this. So I really, like, if you qualified, amazing. We will be sending out, I think I was supposed to check something that Laura sent me last night and I didn't do it. So I need to do that this morning so we could get the replay sent out. But if you didn't qualify, you can still purchase the masterclass. If you're having issues selling Healy, if you are having issues getting into alignment with MLM or network marketing, if you're having issues really stepping into your authentic voice when it comes to sharing Healy, you do not want to miss this. It will be the best investment that you've made outside of Healy. So it's $111 and you can still get access to it if you want access to it. Do we have the link for it, Laura? Okay, Laura will put the link in the chat if you want to get access to that. I really recommend it if it's something that, if selling is, if the stickiness around selling is something that's a challenge, like I really recommend getting into that masterclass because there was just a lot of gold. And it was so great, I think, because, you know, I always have ideas and I have things that I want to talk about, but to have all the questions, I don't even know, Laura, how many questions did we answer? 12, 15? I mean, it was a lot of questions very specific to people's individual circumstances. But when I looked back on it, I was like, these are things that everybody needs to know. And I think I forget sometimes because I do this all day, every day, right? I forget that there are just these little nuggets of gold and wisdom that when you know them, it makes it so much easier for you to actually show up. And it makes it so much easier for you to actually, because I don't like selling and I don't sell. Like, I feel like I never sell. I share, I get excited, I get myself into energetic alignment with the thing that I'm selling. And with Healy, we're talking about energy. So you have to be energetically aligned to sell. I mean, we talked about bringing people into your team for people that want to build, that just want to build teams and help their teams sell. We talked about that. We talked about how to call in, you know, those rock stars into your team that you're looking for. We talked about, I don't even know. What other things did we talk about, Laura? I feel like we talked about everything. It was so incredible. And it really was like this broad scope of things pertaining to, and we talked about Healy certainly, but we also talked about just doing our purpose work in the world and doing our bit to raise the collective consciousness of the planet, and how when you're clear on what your mission is and you get yourself aligned, energetically aligned with that mission, like the universe has no choice but to show up and support that. So we talked a lot about that. So I really encourage you, if you want to have your socks blown off and know how to sell from soul, to join that masterclass. And by the way, that masterclass is not available. I'm not making that masterclass available to anyone outside of Healy. So that's not something that like is going out into my networks. It's a Healy specific thing. And so yeah, take advantage of that if that calls to you.
I'll add on that too, Leah. So basically I've been in your containers now for like 18 months or so. The biggest thing I got out of that was actually coming back to self. So, and that was the biggest thing I got out of it, because all the questions were all around, like, how do you stay aligned with who you are and what you do, and then bring that to what you're doing with Healy. And it was amazing to see the questions, everyone's questions were so true to what was happening for everyone. And so even though I've been doing this stuff for, you know, all this time, to me, the biggest thing I got out of it was just in being me and starting from that place. So I can't wait to watch the replay as well. So
amazing. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. I you know, I do so many of these things, and it's really rare that I get off of something like this and go, wow, that was something special. And I'm facilitating some incredible containers right now. So based upon, like, it really was something very special. So I'm excited, and we'll be sharing little snippets of it, but if you want access to all of the content, like, you definitely want to do that. Women's Leadership VIP Days coming up. We have had a lot of hiccups in getting this next leadership day off the ground. And so it was supposed to be happening this weekend. It is actually happening next weekend. So we will have an event on October, I think that's the 3rd. let me just make sure I get the date right, because I've been saying wrong dates all week for everything. Yeah, so October 3rd will be our Women's Leadership VIP Day that is in sort of the like US European time zone, but it's going to be from our 2 p.m. to, or not US time zone, so it's European Asian time zone. It's from our 2 p.m. to our 9 p.m. in Bali. On October 3rd. Then on October 17th, we're doing another sort of US European time zone one that is 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm saying the time zone's wrong. Asian, Australian, American, and then European, Asian, Australian. So there's two. We've got crazy time zones. Everyone's global. We're trying to make it work for everyone. So there's a group, a Telegram, I'm really struggling to like get this information out right now. There's a Telegram chat that we talk about what it is. You can hear testimonials from women that have participated in the last ones. You can see little snippets of content from the last VIP days. We keep hosting these because there's been so much demand for people to really want to come and attend these. So it's a $600 US investment to come to that. It's 7 hours with me, Taryn, and Sarah. So you're getting wealth consciousness stuff from me, you're getting strategy from Taryn, and you're getting women's leadership from Sarah. It's an incredible 7 hours. It's lecture style for the first half of the day, and then we split up into smaller groups of 10. And so you really get to have one-on-one time with each one of us, it's really incredible, really valuable. The women that have participated, we've seen their businesses really explode in the months following the VIP days. So if you're interested in that, Laura can drop the Telegram channel in the chat for that. Our VIP containers are also open right now. So during the global promotion, we launched our Golden Circle and our Silver Circle. And these are for the people that are in Healy that are interested in, with the Silver Circle, making 5 figures a month in their Healy business. And with the Golden Circle, people who are interested in making 6 figures a month in their Healy business. So we have a network marketing. The majority of the training and the information and all of the support is for 95% of the people in network marketing. And those people are really content to be making 3 figures and a small, so 80% are really content to make 3 figures a month with their network marketing business. And it's a great little additional stream of revenue for them, a little bit of spending money. And then you've got this 15% that's really happy to make 4 figures a month in their network marketing business. And obviously, you know, they use that for vacations, family vacations, or paying extra bills, or having just a solid second stream of revenue coming into their family. So in network marketing, so webinars like this and team trainings, it's all sort of targeted towards this 95%. The other 5%, which 4% of them make 5 figures a month in their Healy business, and 1% of them make 6 figures a month in their network marketing business, there isn't training for them. It's a whole different level of conversation at that bracket. And what we really wanted to do was provide very, very specialized, targeted training for those people. So this is for you if you're really interested in having a global business. If you have contacts in multiple markets and you want to build a global team. If you're really committed and dedicated and you are looking to make 5 figures or 6 figures a month in your Healy business in the next 24 to 36 months. We're providing specialized training. We're going to be talking about launching into global markets. We have some huge markets launching next year. And the people that are part of these containers are going to be the leaders of those launches. And so those containers, there's a very, very special opportunity to join us in those containers right now. From now until the convention on the 25th, you can actually pay to play in these containers. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you can actually buy in and join either the 5 figure a month container or the 6 figure a month container. After the 25th, you will have to earn your way into these containers. So after the 25th, in order to join the 5 figure club, which is the Silver Circle, you will need to have had multiple 4-figure months in your Healy business. So at least 2 4-figure months in your Healy business to qualify to join the Silver Circle. You will have to have at least 2 5-figure months in order to join the Golden Circle. So after October 25th, you've got to earn your way in. From now to October 25th, we're doing an incredible promo where you can opt in to come in and get this training. So the Silver Circle is $1,000 US for 90 days, and then it goes to $400 a month. And so you're committed to 90 days. You can cancel any time after the original 90 days with 72 hours notice. But if you choose to stay in, you just continue to monthly pay $400 a month. The Golden Circle is $2,500 US for 90 days, and then it goes to $1,000 a month thereafter. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely get with Laura, and we can get you the links. The containers opened this week. The first group call is happening next Tuesday. So you still have an opportunity to get into the group, do your needs assessment, and be at that first group call on Tuesday. So if you're serious about your Healy business, if you're looking for more targeted mentorship, if you're looking for more targeted strategy, if you really want to know like how we play the game and the things that we're doing at our level, you want to be in these containers. So I'm facilitating the Golden Circle with Taryn, and Sean is facilitating the Silver Circle with Sarah. And then
and all the people we're bringing in also. So like Sarah and I know how to consistently create 5 figures a month. Leah and Taryn know how to make 6 figures a month. And the people we'll be bringing in are also people who operate at that level. So you're getting facilitation, and the container is being held by people who actually understand what it takes to do those things. So
yeah, so it's exciting. We're really excited about that. It's an incredible opportunity right now to get in. And if you get in now, you're actually grandfathered in as long as you stay in the container. So you come in now, you don't have to continue to earn your way into the container. So you get the opportunity to stay in that container and receive that training. Laura, do I have any other announcements? VIP days we talked about the masterclass, talked about the VIP packages. If you're wanting to sell VIP packages, we will be releasing another promo pack that will begin at the start of the summit on October 10th. So if you have VIP clients that you're wanting to sell VIP packages to, we'll start another round of webinars at the beginning of the summit. And so that will be open to all of Healy to be selling VIP packages again. It was so successful at the last promo. We brought in 30 VIPs. And as you can imagine, like each of those VIPs are purchasing between 4 and 5 devices. It explodes your business. It explodes volume in your business. And when you're bringing in that caliber of people, like Sarah, for example, had, I don't even know how many in her downline. There were a lot of those 30 were in Sarah's downline, and her business that month just exploded. So if you have those types of contacts, influencers, people who are already successful business owners, people who are successful entrepreneurs in their own right, people who, celebrities, people who really like would love Healy and would love to be sharing about Healy, but don't want to be handling any of the back end admin stuff, that's who these VIP packages are for. It sets them up to come into the business, immediately fast start, be really, really successful right out the gate, gain momentum, have support of our incredible shared services team at the agency, and 2 of whom are sitting here right now. And so, yeah, it's just that there's a lot of exciting things coming up, okay? So stay tuned in. We'll share more as it comes up. If you want information on any of the things that we've talked about here in the group, Laura is your point of contact. She can help you get connected into the right places. I've got 11% battery. Can you grab my, yeah, so I think that's it. So go out there and sell some Healys.
We'll drop some more nuggets in the inner circle next.
Personally enrolled, actually. So if you are a personally enrolled of ours, please check the Telegram chat, because we're having a very special coffee catch up with our personally enrolled next. Bye.